Here's market open. 625. Yeah. Okay. All right. So my stuff got erased on ES. Okay. So yeah. So coming into the market open, right? I'm looking at just what price is doing. Like we're clearly trending upwards, right? So I want to follow the trend. And also at this point in time, was it? Well, I guess that was taken already pre-market, but it still has a reason to go higher, right? We're just bullish, so I don't want to take shorts unless I have a confirmation of shorts. So like, if I wanted shorts, I would want to see this 1 hour get inverse to the downside, and then we could target all of these lows. But so currently, right now, we're just still bullish. So going into the morning, I'm looking at 1 hour, 4 hour to see potential prices of potential points of rejection. So right, this was a data low, I think. Let me see. No, it wasn't. Never mind. No, this was the data low. Data low. Okay, so this was one potential spot where I could look for longs, right? So we have this intermediate low, like an intermediate low, right? It's a swing low inside of a fair value gap. So we have this 1 hour fair value gap with this low resting inside of it. So after sweeping this, I could look for potential longs here. And then we also have a London low down here sitting inside of this 30-minute gap. So we have this 30-minute in a bearish fair value gap with this intermediate low here, which is London low. So here is another potential spot where I could see price react from. So so going into the morning, I'm just waiting for price to reach these spots. So either this low, if a long setup wants to occur right here, then I would take it. Or if we want to bounce from London low, then I'd see if longs want to set up from there. So right, I just let price play out until it gets to these points where I could see longs from. So right here, I'm looking for longs at market open. How do I go forward? Jump to real time, shift forward. So price, what's it doing? I mean, we're clearly just going down right now. So obviously longs aren't setting up from this point in price. So next point in price I want to look for is London low. So we sweep this low. And what adds more conviction in these longs is that ES didn't sweep this low at this time. So right, there's SMT. It's a divergence in price. So we're adding more conviction to wanting longs here. And ES was just clearly holding bullish. It didn't want to go down. So this is just adding more to me wanting to take longs. So right now, I'm looking for long setups. So right now, the highest time frame inversion of this manipulating leg right now is the 2 minutes. So right now I'm switching between time frames to look for inversion. So there's a 1 minute right here. There's a 2 minute. There's no 3 minutes. So I'm going to want to take the 2 minute inversion. And then right above us, we have this 5 minute, unfilled 5 minute, as well as this unfilled 15 minute. Right. So I'm targeting those. As my magnet for price wanting to go higher. So I'm just waiting for this 2 minute. Oops. Right, it inverses here. Oops, go back. So right after this close, as long as we inverse this gap and it's strong bullish momentum, I'm going to enter this long right here. So right when it inverses, So right here at this candle close, I take longs. And then, so this 5 minute, unfilled 5 minute, I'm going break even at this 5 minute because I don't know if price wants to reject from here and just continue to go lower. And then I'm targeting this unfilled 15-minute gap as my take profit. So right here, I'm break even here. I'm break even. I don't want to risk anymore because if it comes back down, then I'm just wrong about where price wants to go at the moment because we're clearly respecting this 5-minute bearish gap and price doesn't want to go higher at the moment. And then take profit there. So yeah. And then there was also another setup here as well. So this was a good setup, but I feel like the better setup was waiting for this. So we accumulated, right? We obviously respected this 15-minute price. We're just chopping around here, building low resistance liquidity, low resting liquidity. And then what did 7 o'clock do? New 4-hour candle open. We instantly came down and manipulated. So this is still at the time a 30-minute intermediate low. And also an hourly intermediate low. If it never inverses, it's always an intermediate low. So like this candle, how it never inverse this 1 hour gap, this low is considered an intermediate low. This is still a price point of rejection. So after we sweep this low, again, you could look for potential longs. I think ES did something here too. Swept out. I think this was London low. Yeah, so ES ended up sweeping out London low as well. So new 4-hour candle, manipulated lower, and then distribute. So this is AMD. So right, accumulation, new 4-hour candle opens, manipulation into a high time frame gap or high time frame PD array, and then distribute, right? So highest time frame inversion of this leg, what is it? So we have the 1 minute. There's a 2-minute gap. There's a 3-minute gap that just opened up. No 4-minute gap. I don't think. No, yeah, there is a 4-minute gap. Yeah, the 4-minute gap just opened up. Holy crap. Okay, so yeah. So this, I probably wouldn't have gotten an entry on because the 4-minute closed way up here. And I just wouldn't like this risk to reward, right? If you're targeting this high up here, this would just be terrible risk to reward. Unless you want to set your stop here, but then that's just low probability of asking to get stopped out. Even though you're not at a 1-to-1, you always want to be at least a 1-to-1. So you would have to set your stop right here if you entered off of this 4-minute inversion. All right, so you have the 4-minute IFVG right here. This is what you're basing your entry off of, is how price is reacting to this low, how we manipulated into it and instantly rejected off of it, disrespecting this bearish fair value gap. This is your sign to take longs, right? Targeting just recent highs. You never want to target higher draws of liquidity where price could potentially go. Like if I wanted to target this high up here, that's just, you're doing too much. Like you don't want to do that. You just want to take what the market's giving you, right? What's high probability at the current moment. So right now would be this high. So like this 4-minute inverse, go break even at this high. Because this is a potential price point of rejection. So I always set my break evens at potential spots where price can reverse from, right? So like if price came up here and reversed, I wouldn't want to be in the trade anymore because price is respecting this high, right? Which is at the time was a 15-minute intermediate high. So we have this 15-minute bearish fair value gap and have this high of this candle, this swing high that never inverses candle. So this is an intermediate high, which is a good spot of potential rejection. So you could enter off of this 4-minute. If you were to take this high of a trade, I would honestly just set a limit order down here somewhere to get better risk to reward and have a more reasonable stop loss, because price could come all the way down here and then come back up. But yeah, so right, you're in this. Okay, take out this high, moving your stop loss to break even. You don't want to put risk on the table anymore, because if it comes back down, you're potentially just wrong. and price is potentially just gonna respect this and just go all the way back down. And then you just hit TP right there. So yeah, that's what I took on Friday. I don't know if that's kind of like I explained it too much, but yeah, just let me know, bro.